girl. I am so happy to finally be in April. I cannot express to you the joy I feel filming this video. It's kind of hot in here, so I had to crack the window, so I apologize if you can hear like honking and stuff. Anyways, hello everybody and happy April. I'm really excited to share my March favorites with you guys. I have a list of style, media, and product favorites, so let's just get right into it. I think we're going to start with style because that's my personal favorite category, and I would say my number one style favorite this month was leather jackets in general, but also specifically this leather jacket that I was gifted from Banana Republic. I feel like we're finally in that time of year where we can just wear a regular jacket again. Like, it doesn't need to be this big puffer coat or a long heavy wool coat. I just hate it. I'm so happy to be wearing my leather jackets with like a little sweater underneath again, or even wearing my leather jacket as a top. Ever since I got this, I've pretty much worn it every single day. It's just the perfect classic leather jacket, not too tight, not too short. It has a two-way zipper, pockets with zippers, and it's just so buttery and beautiful, and it's the perfect weather where I can just layer this over a sweater and be warm. I've been wearing a lot of my other leather jackets too. I've been loving wearing them as tops with like low-rise jeans. That's one of my favorite things to wear when it's like slightly cold but not freezing, so I don't have to wear another jacket on top of that. I got this one in a size medium. Next is another thing that I was gifted this month and have not put down since I received it. This is a leather shoulder bag from the brand Est, and it is basically designed to be a camera bag but also a purse. The ethos of the brand is basically to blend functionality with beauty and design, and I feel like this bag is exactly that. It has two magnetic pockets, one on either side, and I love these pockets for my phone, which fits perfectly in here, but also just like lip gloss or anything that I want to reach really quickly without having to like undo my whole bag. The top is like a double zipper, and then this is like also a magnetic closure. There's just a lot of space, a lot of pockets. There's even like this divider that you can insert. And yeah, it's super nice quality, really soft leather, and it just goes with everything. I love this so much. It's so my style. My friend Milan was also gifted this purse. She has the slightly larger version, and she's also been wearing it all month, and I know this because every single time I see her at an event, we're both wearing this bag. So that's just another testament to how great it is. On to media favorites. I guess I'll start with the thing that I think everybody has been watching this month, and that is The White Lotus and Severance. I love both of those shows. I just got caught up on Severance and I'm all caught up on The White Lotus, so I'm kind of sad because for a while I was a little bit behind so I could watch an episode every single night. But another show that I've been loving, also recommended by my friend Milan, is Abbott Elementary. I specifically love watching this one after like Severance or something kind of creepy and dark because it's so funny. They're like quick 20 or 30 minute episodes, and it's basically about working in an underfunded school in the inner city. It's really, really funny, and it's a nice light, even though it doesn't sound like it, it's a nice light-hearted and super relatable show to watch before bed. I like watching it when I'm like trying to go to bed early, so I don't want to watch like an hour-long show. I'll just put on an episode of Abbott Elementary, and it's really funny. I feel like I'm cracking up every single show. You have to, or every single episode, you have to really watch because a big part of what's so funny is the way that the characters look at the camera. Yeah, it's just really cute and lighthearted, but also it's like actually so accurate. Another media favorite, I guess it's kind of a media favorite, is the store Vowels, New York City. My friend Alexis made an appointment for us to visit their like archive library, and it's free, but you have to make an appointment online, I believe, and you get like an hour to sift through all of their books. There's a lot of fashion, photography, design, interior decor types of books and magazines, and I think they rotate the collection, so every month or maybe every few months they have new books in the rotation. The store is super beautiful, and the way that the books are displayed is really, really cool. And they have like these sliding tables that you can kind of like stack the books on top while you continue looking for more books. And then they give you these bookmarks, and you can bookmark any pages that are interesting or inspiring to you. And then they have these really cool high quality scanners, and you can scan the pages that you want to keep and either email them to yourself or even airdrop them to yourself. I found a really cool vintage fashion magazine and scanned a bunch of the collections from that year and put them on my Instagram, and I thought that was really cute. And it was just such a unique like library experience. It was very chic, very quiet. It felt really nice to be able to have like that hour and just look through the books and make scans. Alexis was looking for some design ideas because she's a knitwear designer, and I was just looking for inspiration and spending time with Alexis, so it was really fun. And the store also has like clothes and stuff, so I definitely recommend stopping by if you just like love flipping through old books and magazines. And the scanners are really an added bonus, like they're actually so cool, and if you're into tech and stuff, I think you would be interested. My last media favorite is this book called Ibis by Justin Haynes, and it's actually so funny how I stumbled upon this book. So I went to vacation in Trinidad in February, and I've been there, I want to say like 4 or 5 times, and I've always wanted to tour the Caroni Swamp because Trinidad is famous for their bird watching. They have an incredible amount of species of different birds, and it's just such a beautiful island, so much beautiful nature. And this time I finally got to go on the tour, and it was not disappointing at all. I got to see flamingos, and it was just so amazing, so beautiful. When we came back, I went to a bookstore like close to my house, and I saw this book, and I was like, oh my gosh, it looks like the scarlet ibis, which is the national bird of Trinidad and Tobago. So I picked up the book, and I realized that it was written by a man that was born in Port of Spain in Trinidad and later moved to Brooklyn. And he wrote this novel, which is basically like maybe historical fiction, kind of. It's described as a bold, witty, and magical cross-generational Caribbean story of migration, superstition, and family. And I'm not too deep into it yet, but it's been really nice to read this in the morning, and I feel like it's just such a nice follow-up to my trip to kind of learn a little bit more about Trinidad history, because every time I go it is something that I'm really interested in, and I've been trying to get back into reading, so this has just been a really nice way for me to start my day, and I'm excited to get more into it. And I'm so happy to be supporting like a Trinidadian author. I really love how it kind of ties together Caribbean history and nature, and it's also tying in the conflict in Venezuela and migration from Venezuela to Trinidad. So I feel like this is a really interesting way for me to like understand a little bit more of what's going on, but also reading a nice interesting book. So yeah. Also, this is a brand new novel that just came out, which was also just like such funny timing, but you should check it out if you're interested. Moving on to my product favorites, I want to mention this hair pomade by Barb, but I also want to say that my haircut is a favorite this month. I feel like I got it cut in December, and then in February I got it cut even shorter, and I really, really loved it. And this month I've really just been learning how to style it and getting used to it and just like figuring it out, because it is kind of a high maintenance style, definitely more so than the braids were. And I've been loving it. I really need a haircut. I think I trimmed my bangs myself the other day because it was just like, I don't know, it's so true what they say that once you like cut your hair short, you always want to go shorter. So hopefully I can get it cut soon. But in the meantime, I've been using this Barb hair pomade to either smooth down flyaways or give me some like texture, especially in the like front bang area. I don't really like when it looks too perfect, so this provides a nice medium hold. It's just super easy. You just need a tiny bit and rub it between your fingers and then kind of like zhuzh up your hair. It is cruelty free, which is great, and yeah, it's just super easy to use, no fuss, which is what I love in a product. Speaking of easy to use and no fuss, I've also been loving this Fenty Beauty Rose Latte cream blush. I don't know if you can see, but it's such a beautiful like brown rosy color, and it's so blendable and so easy to apply. I love it because it kind of toes the line between blush and bronzer. I just know that this is gonna look so good in the summer with a tan. Depending on kind of the look I'm going for, I'll either place it a little bit lower to kind of contour my face, or put it on the apples of my cheeks and it'll be more like a blush. But it's really pretty and I love this. I really appreciate how blendable and buildable it is. And this was actually my first Fenty Beauty product, so it was a great first impression. Another beauty product that I've been loving, I was also gifted this month. This is the Makeup by Mario palette. This is the Master Mattes Original Eyeshadow Palette, and this is the warmer toned one. I did a photo shoot with Hypebae where the makeup artist used the cooler version of this palette, and I loved how she did my smoky eye. And I was gonna get the cooler one until I learned that there was also a warm toned one, just because I actually do feel like warm tones look better on my skin. And I think, I don't know if I made this up, but I feel like it's easier to work with warmer tones than it is cooler tones, at least for me. Like, that makeup artist made the cool tone shadow look really nice, but a lot of times when I use cool tone products, I feel like they are like not blended out properly, or that they don't like make my skin tone look the best. So when I realized that they had this warmer toned one, I was really excited, and I just love taking either one shade and doing a wash all over the eye, or doing like two shades, a lighter one in the middle and then a darker one on the corners. And I think I really like it because, one, the shadows are really pigmented and blendable, but two, I really like the lack of shimmer, because sometimes I like apply a shimmery eyeshadow for the daytime and it just is like too much. So I've really been liking this. I'm wearing it right now, although it's like the end of the day, so don't judge my makeup, but I've been using this every day and I really like it. Next, I've had this Rouge Volupté Candy Glaze by YSL for quite a while, and it's just like a clear lip balm, but it feels so good on your lips. It's really nice and thick, but not goopy, and it's very shiny, very hydrating. And then last but not least, I'm back on my A313 game. This is a concentrated synthetic vitamin A that, don't quote me on this, but I believe it like speeds up the cell turnover rate of your skin. But either way, this makes my skin look like glass skin. It's so good. I stopped using it in February since I was on vacation and I was spending a lot of time in the sun, and this definitely sensitizes your skin to sun a little bit. Every time I start using it again, I'm just like blown away by the difference that it makes, and I will never stop using this. My cousin brought this to me from France, and it's like 30 euros, I think, which is so good for a product where you can really see a difference, and you only need a tiny bit. It lasts so long. Like, it really makes you glow, you know? Highly recommend. My last product favorite is this Athena Club body wash. They have 3 scents of this, a blue one, a pink one, and this one. This one is vanilla. It smells so good. And then the pink one, I can't remember what the pink scent is, but it's more like citrusy floral, and it's also really good. It's in my shower right now. And then last but not least, I have a really random favorite. This is like a daily favorite for the past, I don't know, 5 years, but I've never talked about this before, and I feel like I get a lot of questions about it. This is my Alessi thermos. Every single morning, the very first thing I do is put 2 tea bags of English breakfast tea in here, and this is what I drink first thing when I wake up and then until it's done. I think this fits about like 4 or 5 cups of tea. Yes, I drink that pretty much every day. Anyways, those are my March favorites. I would love to know what you've been loving this month or this past month. And I hope you guys have an amazing April. I hope the weather gets warmer. I hope the sun comes out. And yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.